Alright. Damn it. Ooh. Sorry about that. As always, good morning. Thank you for joining me. We are back to playing Legend of Dragoon. Today, as long as the system doesn't decide to die on me again, we'll be heading towards the Holy Dragon Mountain, or whatever it was called. We're trying to bring down the Divine Dragon itself. The Mountain of Mortal Dragon. I remember now. Okay. They say that because... Or I remembered it because it's an ironic name. It's an immortal dragon on Mortal Dragon Mountain. Hey, welcome in, Doug. How you doing, friend? Analog stick work? There we go. Okay, good. How are you doing today? Okay. I'm getting by. Thank you for asking. I certainly could be better, but I've absolutely been worse. I had a pretty decent night's sleep. In fact, I'm not sure if it's a decent night's sleep or if I'm just unconscious for a long time because of the medication, but it doesn't feel too bad, at least, which is nice. Thank you for asking. How was your day? Anything fun and exciting happen? On this Tuesday? I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday, yes? No, I have not farted for the single minute I've been on stream. I'm sorry to disappoint, Doug. I really think you would have loved this, that old cartoon we talked about, like, 3 or 4 weeks ago. The, Mega Babies. 2 hours of school? Why'd you have so little school today? I mean, I'm happy for you. I'm just curious why. Wait, there's a strike and they still ran school? Strike must mean something very different there then, because when people go on strike here, they just don't go into work at all. Hey, Nat! Welcome in, friend. Didn't expect to see you here. I mean, you said eventually, but I figured the middle of the day like this wouldn't be a good time for you. Well, hooray. I'm glad you're still alive. I asked on my Discord if you'd... I responded to you. I was asking if your trip went well, or like if the flight went well, if you made it safe, all that kind of good stuff. You messaged at like 4:30 a.m. At least my time. So I'm assuming it was probably around like 6 or 7 in the morning for you? The flight was bruh. I am curious and concerned. Please do tell. What happened? Did you get stuck next to a smaller child than yours that was wailing the whole time? Oh, do you not remember, Doug? Nat is in Brazil right now. Or at least that was the goal of her journey. Ads, gotcha. First flight got delayed, then we got to Lisbon. We were supposed to have missed the flight, but it also got delayed. We run halfway through the airport. Oh, I can do Inferno now. Then waited at a bus to go to the plane. And they took us to the wrong plane? No way. That would have been very bad. I'm glad you caught that. Did you still make it to your flight? Oh, good. Good, good. I should hope they waited. It was the airport's fault. That was absolutely ridiculous. Come on. Why are you doing this, controller? Sorry, hold on. But we are so tired. I can absolutely imagine that. Lisbon Airport is currently pure chaos because they're changing some immigration system. Understandable. Oops. I don't think we ever flew into the Lisbon Airport when I went to Portugal. At least I don't think so. I think there are other major airports. And we had eye doctor day for the possible surgery. Okay, how did that go? I know you were super looking forward to it, but it doesn't sound like that's a good result. Welcome back, Doug. Thankfully you are free from ads. Hubby was advised not to do it because he has some cornea problem. Okay. The monster was headed in the direction of Denigrad, then came back to the mountain of Mortal Dragon. Before the Divine Dragon left, did anybody pass through here? No, sir. No one, sir. We didn't even let a mouse pass, sir. Unless they can fly like that monster. So you're the only one getting new eyes. I mean, that's probably for the best. Someone still has to look after Kiddo while the other one's eyes are resting and relaxing for a couple of days. I forgot this was Miranda speaking. One moment, please. Miranda says, "Gotcha. Stay on guard here. We're off to defeat the monster." Yes, ma'am. Good luck. Oh, actually, can I go this way now? I have to get to Neat at some point. You almost blind like that? I forgot to get more Kleenexes. So I have a lazy eye. It's barely visible, but it's still there, and now I have perpetual headaches. Ooh, that's unfortunate. I was gonna ask, aside from that weird mix-up with the delayed flights, did everything else go smooth on your flights then, Nat? Like you made it to your destination relatively unscathed within 3 to 5 hours? Oh, good. Good, good, good. I can imagine it's really hot there. It is, you know, South America. No, Doug, not 6 to 7 hours. Don't you bring that evil in here. Okay. Well, it was nice of you to stop in, Nat. I hope your eye surgery goes well. I was just about to ask when you were going to get it, but if you gotta go, you gotta go. I hope everything goes well with it. Stop in again when you can, or at least let me know in the Discord. Make sure it goes well. I will be thinking of you. Say hi to hubby for me. Don't let the kiddo run you too ragged. Get a good night's rest. Bye-bye. Hi, hubby. Bye, hubby. Well, that was very nice of him to make the time to stop in. I honestly hadn't expected to hear back from Nat for, like 2-3 weeks until she's back home. I feel like I have gathered a very cool group of people, and I'm happy to have you all here. That's not just Net, I'm also talking to you, Doug. No, not 6 to 7 weeks. God, you and your brain rot. There's this really annoying thing going on where there's a woodpecker that likes to try and eat the side panels of the house. And like every morning it starts tapping away. It's very frustrating. I can hear it in the background and I can do nothing about it. Like, there's no worms here, it's a side panel. You're just getting microplastics in your beak. Where are we going here? But I am sorry to hear about your vision issues, Doug. That headache in half of your head does not sound like fun. I was talking about it the other day, and this new medication that I'm on has not a headache effect on me, but it makes me kind of permanently dizzy. Which is very odd for me, because I've never really been, like, consistently dizzy in my life, unless I intentionally made myself dizzy, like spinning around on a chair too much. So it's weird having the world just kind of feel off-kilt. It's a very strange experience, and I don't like it. I didn't take my pills for like 2-3 days, and I'm still a little dizzy, which is not great. One of these is supposed to take me to Neat. Where am I going? Yeah, so tell me more about this teacher strike, by the way. Or, I guess, teacher strike? That you only had 2 hours today? Migraines can get so bad you hallucinate? Ooh, that is bad. I am sorry to hear that. As I said, though, I am curious about the strike. Did the teachers go on strike for, like, a while until their demands are met, or are they still forced to go teach for so many hours a day by law, or, like, what's the deal? Okay, thank you. I will wait. I have the curious. That's the Wingleaf Forest. I don't need to go there. I'm trying to find my way to Neat, and I don't remember where it is. I could make it back to Fernie, and I can make it to Denningrad. Maybe it is out towards the Dragon Mountains? I'm not really sure. I guess I'll go out that way and see if I can make it. And if not, I may have to look up how to get there between episodes so that I can find my way there after. Oh, it's so nice having Lavitz in my party. He's such a major damage dealer. Or I guess Albert. Now, that woodpecker is going crazy. I think up this way is towards where the wolf was, so that doesn't help at all. I'm also not fond of the fact that this forest is so full of encounters. I don't really need them. I mean, it doesn't hurt because I need to get Kongol's edition leveled up, but It is a little bit frustrating when I'm trying to explore. I think there was a really unusual and crappy game called Lunar Star Saga on the DS that I had. And I hear the series itself is really good, just that particular game was awful. However, having said that, it did have one mechanic, I think, that was interesting. It was also one that made it frustrating, but you could actually decide what you wanted to get from combat. If you wanted to focus on getting experience or you wanted to focus on getting items, which unfortunately meant that you had to double up your grinding in any area that you wanted to be in. First for experience and then another time for the stuff that you were looking for. There was no chance of it dropping if you were set to XP mode. But if I remember correctly, it did also have the option of just not having encounters. You could just turn them off to get through an area in a hurry. As you might imagine, that's not great when games are usually paced so that you can level on your way between points. Excuse me. But it was also pretty nice just having the option to get through from one area to another. It made traveling long distances much nicer. It might not have been Lunar Star Song. I think it was Lunar Star Song. I kind of want to move my game collection closer to me here. I just don't have a lot of space. My room is not a very big place. Which is fine. I mean, it's enough. And it is as affordable as I can hope for here, which is a big deal. I know there are a lot of places far more expensive than where I am, but average rent here is still about $2,000 a month. And to reveal my finances a little bit, because I'm on workers' comp, I only make about like $2,000 a month, give or take. I don't remember exactly. Which means I could maybe afford rent and nothing else if I was living in a different place. Maybe afford rent and nothing else. That means no power, no gas, no electricity, no internet, no cell phone, no food. I would literally be completely screwed. I would have to have roommates. And my job was not... Sorry. When I was working, my job was not one that was like entry level. It wasn't bottom of the barrel. I did have to do an additional 2 years of schooling to get in. But it's just not enough. Which is unfortunate, because I got groceries... I paid for groceries yesterday, and thankfully it'll last me about a month and a half to 2 months if I don't ruin everything, or if I don't overeat, which I'm trying really hard not to because I don't want to be fat. But I think I paid like $350 to $450 for them. Groceries are expensive, man. That's for me as a single person. I can't imagine trying to feed a family these days. Oh, I probably should have saved. I'm gonna go do that real quick. I'm going to make sure I save here because I finally found my way through the forest. And if I hit bad luck and we crash again, I don't want to have to redo that. That would be bad. And unfortunately, this game is not super well coded for being on discs. Now, just in case we're saving up here, we'll save to another file after we beat the Divine Dragon here. because I'm not sure if I can miss certain things. Or, like, have to backtrack way further later. On the other hand, with all of these dragon bones around, it makes sense to call this the Mountain of Mortal Dragon now. Totally didn't remember this was here. Like, not at all. Ooh, chest. I almost missed that. It is a shame that I can't broadcast this in the same format as when it was released, because the old style TVs projected everything a lot nicer. All of the pictures came out crisper as a result. Apparently it was just how they were programmed to work with the projection method of the old TVs. I wonder if there's a filter of some sort I could get to falsify that for digital streaming. Or not falsify it, but to fake it. Just so that it would put the lines in where everything should be. That'd be interesting to look into, actually. Maybe I'll do that after stream today, too. Because I do plan on playing a lot more of these earlier console games. Not just the PlayStation, but the N64 and the GameCube. And, I think those may be my oldest consoles, to be honest. Is the PlayStation and the N64. Or are the PlayStation and the N64. One thing I always wanted, but never had, was a Sega Genesis. And the only reason I wanted that is because my uncle had one when I was little. And it seemed really cool. Even though the only game I played on it was Sonic. But it was still cool playing Sonic on that game. Or on that system. It was an interesting series of events, though. Or an interesting time. Because that was when the console wars were in the big swing. So I still remember all of the... Don't do this to me. I still remember all of the ads that were running. There we go. Like, I think it was Sega does what Nintendo don't. Or maybe it was PlayStation does what Nintendo don't, something like that. They used to knock each other's brands because it was a big war for supremacy rather than just things coexisting in the same space. Go. Nowadays, I mean, interestingly, there was a point very recently where PlayStation was finally letting their exclusive games be ported to other systems, including, most importantly, Steam. But they recently went back on that decision in spite of how many they were selling, because Steam got a cut of the sales price. And they're like, no, we don't want to give up those or that sale amount. So they're just giving up money because they think that they don't want anyone else to get money. And it's a very silly situation. I don't understand that. Like 80% of anything is better than 0% or 100% of nothing. Hey, hit Dragoon level 3. Nice. This doesn't feel like the right way to get that chest on the cliffside. I'm gonna go back out. See, there's a chest down and to the right on the screen there. It's on the outside of the mountain. I thought maybe I could go through that cliff to get there. Or through the mountain to get there. But seeing the glowing red light at the end of the tunnel makes me think probably not so much. That looks like it's leading me further in the mountain. There we go. Man, these things have shockingly high defense. I'm not sure what level Dart gets his last edition at. It might be 32. But it's going to be really important to get the last level based edition so I can actually start leveling it. It's just not worth it to grind out small enemies in this game. You can if you're close or if you need Dragoon levels. Well, here's something. But the XP requirements are so huge that you're going to be grinding for hours for no particular reason. Each boss will give somewhere between 4,000 and 8,000 XP, and that's the major way you level up, is through those major encounters. I am sorry if I'm just kind of rambling here, by the way. I'm jumping from topic to topic because it's a flow of consciousness stream right now. Unfortunately, nobody's here to chat with. So I hope it's not too much of a frustration. I'll put it that way. Too much of a frustration to hear me just going off. It is one thing that I'm always conscious of, though, is when I am trying to stream, I try and make sure that I'm always talking. Back before I even had people that would come hang out with me, like Doug or Nat or Hubby, I was playing things like Power Wash Simulator, and I'd be sitting here for hours on end, just cleaning, trying to chat. I was incredibly thankful. As odd as this sounds, I was thankful at the time for art spammers who would come in and read off their script, trying to get me to lower my guard so they could sell me art. And I know it's a weird thing to be thankful to them for, but it was always nice having them here because it meant I had someone to talk to, something to talk about. Rather than just going off the rails, saying whatever I wanted. That's why even on the Discord, there are some art sellers that joined and just stuck around. They still post their art, but like in the right channels, which I'm happy about. Because as long as they're in the right place, I don't care. That's why I have self-promo channels. It's just when they go through and start spamming every channel with it that it's a problem. But it's still nice to have, you know? Like, activity on the Discord is still activity on the Discord. I like having people active and chatting. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I got a nice group of people. Which, if you're listening to the YouTube video here, feel free to join the Discord. There should be a link in the bio of Twitch and on Discord itself. Just next to the About Me section in there. I still keep thinking I should put a link into the video description as well. But I would have to go back and redo that for, like, over 200 videos now, which would be kind of a pain in the butt. I'm not entirely sure I want to go do that for all of them. I mean, I could do it going forward instead, the same way that I've got the new overlay that I've had for a couple weeks now. I think probably a couple of weeks now. It's not like I'm going to go back and encode it in, especially because you couldn't see the chat for all of those. But it does feel like as much consistency as possible is nice. That is one thing I've found recently, though, while I'm like browsing YouTube Shorts and things, is for some of those big name VTubers, like I think Mouse is one of the Iron Mouse is one of the major ones that shows up from time to time. She's got like a crap ton of different VTuber models, and you can kind of pin down how old the content is just by looking at which model she's using, which is pretty interesting. I kind of like that. It's almost like having different eras of streaming mode. It's the same way that you can kind of tell what or how old music is by listening to the genre, or how certain song types or beats can harken back to those times. It's neat to me because it gives people an indication or a sense of time frame without needing to have them go check it, or at least it's interesting enough that they might have to go back and compare to be sure. Oh, here it is. Giganto armor, yay! I wonder who that goes on. There we go. Giganto helm, Giganto armor. When physically attacked, SP is accumulated. Wow, that's pretty good. We go up from 74 to 90, and SP accumulation. That's pretty huge, to be honest. His M defense is still really low, but I mean, not much I can do about that. Lion fur? Who the heck had lion fur? I don't know, and I'm not gonna care about it too much. I think I can check their individual status with this one. No, I can't check the status of their equipment. Oh well. Good enough. Okay. Sorry about that. I got a little distracted looking at the stats. I do like how they manage... Oh, sorry. That probably got muffled. I went to scratch my nose with my coffee cup in my hand, blocked my mouth with it. I do like how that same hallway we were just in, though, is their way of saving space on the disc. Every exit is that hallway. Which is very amusing to me. It's also going to help me get lost if I'm trying to come back. I already don't remember which of those 3 exits was the one I need to leave. But I think it was probably the bottom right one. I hope there's somewhere in here we can heal with. I did not do any grinding on the... or at the Wingley City. Which shouldn't be too bad. I mean, last time I did grinding was on the ghost ship. And that ended pretty well, to be honest. I got a lot of grinding done there for like 2 or 3 hours. Mercifully, 2 or 3 hours you guys didn't have to watch, because it's fun for me playing the game. But if I'm just grinding out the same fights over and over, making 0 progress, probably not so entertaining to see. I really need to figure out better encoding settings, though. I might have talked about it, but with the water dragon fight the other day, the one that was crashing the system so hard, I had to encode the last section onto it, and it took like 10 hours, and the file size came out 10 times larger than I meant it to. And I don't think that's right. I don't think I did that right. I was trying to use the WebM format, which is supposed to be like super compressed and optimized, but still high quality. for whatever reason, it just didn't work out that way. So I'm kind of struggling to figure good ways to add things in. Even when it comes to, like, that YouTube short that I was saying I wanted to make yesterday, I don't have a real option to encode that easily or to make that nicely. I only have the barest of bare minimum for video editing software. It's like open source video editor or something. And it's not very powerful, it's just functional enough to encode things. The only reason I even have it is because I had that very hastily made starting soon screen for getting rid of ads right at the very start, which I ended up not using. I mean, I used it for a couple of episodes, but it was a little boring, and since it is so difficult to edit those videos once they're done, I'd end up with a lot of issues where I just have like 3 minutes of dead time at the beginning of YouTube videos, which was super dull. I didn't want to do that to people. Ooh. That's a big blast of energy. Miranda says it is from the top of the mountain of Mortal Dragon. Like that was magic power? An awfully powerful mega magic? Whatever it is, that's our destination.
As if it is unburdening his anger all over the world. Me anger towards the wingless who sealed him.
And us humans who dominated dragons. Miranda says, then does that mean that Leningrad was chosen to be the place for the declaration of war? We will settle that on the top of the mountain of Mortal Dragon, before the next town becomes a victim. Oh no. I'm rumbling like crazy. Or I was. See, the entertaining thing is, as soon as that cutscene stopped, so did the blasts, so the controller is no longer vibrating. Alright, I'm gonna save here. And then, I'm not sure... I think I will heal using items before we press on. Just because I don't think there's a healing point before this fight, oddly enough. And I don't want to be caught off guard as we go in. Dart's still kind of low. That should be alright. It should be alright, I think. The sound of swords. No! Has somebody already started to fight against it?
Let's go. Either way, we have to join in.
I mean, you're right, but I wanted to say it. Now, who could it be fighting against the dragon already?
You can go back now.
There is nobody who would think that way.
May I excuse myself for a bit?
You're the representative of the Winglies. Come on! Miranda asks if you're going back to your forest to hide. I was just kidding! Like, when I do it, I can do it! I made up my mind. Anyway, if the people of Sergio knew about this, they would all fall over. Let's do it. What? Well, well, if it isn't Lloyd. It is earlier than I expected. Well, it is the future King of Dragons. Even with the Dragon Buster, which can kill dragons, he still gave me a hard time. But he's almost dead. There is no need for you to come in. You say we're fighting against the Divine Dragon? You broke the seal of the strongest dragon of all, but you couldn't control it. It's the truth, isn't it? Miranda asks, what are you yapping about? We can kill this man anytime. We have to defeat the Divine Dragon first. The Sacred Sister of Nil says so. I see the replacement for that girl. How convenient for us. Shut up!
Shut up, you face!
Uh-oh. I don't understand why his head looks to be upside down. Do you notice that? Like the big giant eye is on the chin of the dragon, as opposed to like up top where most people have it. It's so odd. Also, where did Lloyd just disappear to? Yeah. I have no idea why they decided to spell "ya" with "yarg" at the end either. It does seem funny. Okay, so I'm not sure if we auto-use the Dragon Buster or the Dragon Block Staff. Yeah, there we go, okay. And I'm pretty sure it only affects this dragon and not our Dragoon forms. Because we are not in them yet. Oh, totally shattered. Great. Of Divine Dragon and Dragoon. Okay, that's unfortunate. I absolutely should have adjusted my stats then. I should have adjusted how much Dragoon form I have. Oh well. We'll make do. I'm gonna let Dart defend for a couple of turns to hopefully recover his health. I want to save the items for Albert, since he does most of the damage right now. So Kongol and Dart are both going to be recovering with defense instead. Whee! Holy crap. So this fight is tremendously difficult because you see the color of the name tag up there is kind of gray. That indicates that he has neutral or no element to his attacks. And that's kind of bad because that neutral element does double damage to everything else, including other normal or neutral elements. Which means when we have attacks like that, it's great. But for it to have that is not good. It means every time it uses a special move, we're taking twice as much damage from it as we should, and we have no way to counteract that. It's kind of the opposite of Hashel's element, the lightning, which has no elemental weakness, but also no elemental strength. So it just does normal damage and takes normal damage from everything except this particular dragon, who will still do double damage to him. Wow, this thing hurts. I'm glad I got the timing for this attack down. I'm nailing it a lot more than I was when we first started playing. It did take a long time to get into this, though. Like a really long time. It's hard getting used to the addition system again. It's very lonely without Nat here. Nat and Hubby are such fixtures in the channel that it's hard when I don't have the regulars here to chat with. I mean, same for Doug. I was expecting Doug to come back, but I guess she got caught up with something after the mail. Totally understandable. But the longer I go on and the more that I realize how nice it is having people here hanging out with me, the more I am impressed with myself for like being able to start up in these circumstances. Because it's hard to keep streaming when there's no one there to talk to. It is. Oh, that's convenient. He used an Earth Element attack. I watched this guy, Divine Dragon Count 2. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's probably not good. What do you mean, watch out, and then don't give me time to prepare? Oh, that's not good. Every once in a while, I'll see on YouTube Shorts. Oh, good, I do have a moment. There is a guy that comes on giving, like, hints and tips for streaming. And he said something terribly sad, which was most people have one viewer, and that's usually themselves. Or something like, why do I only have 2 viewers? And the answer is because I only have one phone. And that's terribly disappointing, to be honest. I know that's just the nature of the business, that's how things roll. But, still kind of unfortunate. I feel like I should defend for a couple of turns. Just with everybody until that countdown has hit 0. Because I want to be at maximum health. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. If I can't get to maximum health, I at least want to make sure that I'm defending for when that hits. That is one thing I've always been very firm on, is I didn't want people watching me with alternate accounts, or like multiple accounts at the same time, because I don't like the idea of falsified numbers. If people are here, I want them to be here because they're having fun and enjoying themselves. I knew it. I want them to be here, like, conversing and having a good time. And then as well, when they disappear, for whatever reason, I'm not feeling like nobody cares anymore. Holy crap, did he just one-shot Congo with his defense up? Oh, that's bad. Congo was defending and he still did 968 damage. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna need to replenish my item supplies after this fight. Oh well, we're good. We are good. Yeah. Hey, welcome back, Redeye. Yeah, Divine Dragon fight. We're about halfway through. He just did his first Mega Dragon Cannon fight thing, or Mega Dragon Blast thing. He took out Kongol in one hit while he was defending, which was an impressive amount of damage. Anyway, how are you doing today, friend? Thank you for joining, as always. I think I might have missed it. I already had one. I don't know if there was another. Signet Stone, Sachet, I guess. Speed up. I have one, so I didn't pick one up just before this fight. No. Nope. I absolutely missed that one then. I would not mind picking it up if you can point it out to me, though. But I gotta get through the fight first. Thankfully, we're almost done. Hopefully it won't auto-kick me off the mountain. I'm hoping I'll have to hoof it back so I can pick it up. I actually hit a double mistake because I forgot the Dragon Block Staff affected him as well as us. So I still had full Dragoon forms for everyone. Ah, darn. Oh well, that's not such a big deal. Hooray! Fight done. Let's hope it doesn't go the way of the water dragon fight and it just lets me load. I got as many as I could see, but the hidden ones always elude me. I'm actually trying to find my way to Neat for the one Stardust I missed there too, and I don't remember how to get there. I'm gonna walk back to the town. It will start you right here after this. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. That's not such a big deal then. For me, the hard part is going to be, like I said, I was trying to find my way to Neat, but I just couldn't. It didn't seem like I could find the connection from the forest anywhere else. That is... Yes, this is the Dragoon spirit. $10,000 XP. Woohoo! Hey! Finally got Moonstrike. Hooray! That means I can work towards my final edition. It's in the forest that the wolf is in the east exit of the forest. Okay, so I was in the right area then. This is the soul of the divine dragon. The flame of a soul that sparkles only at the last moment of a dragon's life. Its crystal is the Dragoon spirit. As I expected, it doesn't sparkle in my hands. Lloyd, that was your purpose, wasn't it? This is just a little prize for me. A prize? I don't need additional power to destroy the world. The Divine Dragon was a mere obstacle to my ideal. I fought against it for that reason only. You're the one who formed the conspiracy to destroy the world. The King of Serdio, what brought you all the way here? Is it the frustration of having your moon taken? Or your feelings toward your loyal friend Lavitz? Don't even mention that name. It is too early yet to settle things. Wait! Don't be so hasty. I'll see you soon. Where is he going? He's leaving the mountain. Chase him! No, duh. I thought we were gonna set up camp here. Alright, so you said behind a rock. I'm guessing not up at the fight here? Oh, it is there? Okay. I'm kind of curious why we can get all the way up to the dragon, though. Divine Dragon. That's it. That's the whole thing. Okay. So you say it's somewhere here, and it's hidden behind a rock, so I'm guessing down here? Yep. Speed down. Okay. That'll still be nice. Let's Healing Breeze. I desperately need to refill my item stash. I am so low on everything. Thank you for mentioning that, by the way. If I didn't say that already, thank you for letting me know it was there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I should really be checking in blind corners a lot more often, but for the most part, I only consider the Stardust to be the hidden objects, so I actively seek those out, and pretty well nothing else. Except I do want to make sure I get the repeatable psych element, wherever that is, too. Because there is that item for the normal-based magic attack item. I don't remember where it is. I have to look that up. Hooray! Ah. I'm not sure if I need a new system or a new controller, but everything is kind of screwing up on me. It's all good. I've played this way too many times. There isn't that many hidden chests in the game. It's at the start of Disc 4. Fair enough. I think this is actually only the second... This might actually be only the second time I've actually made my way through the entire game. Which feels odd for how much I like it, or how fond my memories of it are. But I definitely put a lot more time into, say, the Tales games, the Tales series. Mainly because those ones always have the New Game Plus replay value, right? Like, you can do it again with the extra XP, or the extra difficulty mode, or carry over all your attack stats, that sort of thing. And I really like when there's incentive to replay, as opposed to just nostalgia because you like it. Oh, I forgot to change to Moonstrike. Played through it 3 times in the last 8 months. I haven't played many of the Tales games. Wow, you played through this a lot. I mean, it is fun, and you mentioned that your friend speedruns it. So if you like... I can't do that. I can't do the same game over and over for most of the time. The exception to that is Final Fantasy XIV, because you never know who you're going to get paired up with for a lot of things, and there's always new stuff to do, new ways to level. But for the most part, I can't put up with the same game over and over a lot. It is very difficult for me to enjoy something that many times in exactly the same way. And for as much as I love Dragoon, it doesn't change. Like I said, with the Tales games, it doesn't matter which one. There's a grade system, so you get points at the end of every battle, depending on how well or how poorly you performed in it. And you can actually lose grade as well if you're fighting badly. But at the end of the game, once you beat it, you can use those points that you've amassed, I just missed a chest right there, to go through and replay it with bonuses. Like, you can carry over your gil, or you can carry over your titles, or you can get 10 times XP on top of double XP on top of 5 times XP. So every battle gives you 100 times experience. And you can beat bosses that you ordinarily should have no way of beating. And it's just cool to get those extra little bits of dialogue that they thought to give you. There's actually even... and if we ever get to that point, I'll show you. But in Tales of Symphonia, which was the GameCube game, there's actually a point where if you get too strong, if you spend too much time leveling, you actually miss a boat that's meant to take you across a giant body of water, and then you have to go the long way around. You basically do the dungeons in reverse order. I understand that. I throw in little challenges for myself. Last run I did, I couldn't buy items from the item shops, only use what I pick up. That's cool. That's cool. When times get hard, I can absolutely see that being something I'd do as well. Like if I don't have money to buy new games for extended periods of time. But fortunately, I have quite a selection to use or to choose from at this point because I've been collecting since I was, 10 years old. It's actually really nice getting to go back and replay these games now. Because like I said, and I have said multiple times, I barely remember this game. There are certain things that they stick out in my mind as important or cool things that I've learned, but they're not... The whole flow of the story has been forgotten. And it's cool getting to redo something that I like this much. Lloyd. Ah! Oh no. I have fallen and I cannot get up. Actually, did we just get paired up with Rose again? We did. Yep. Ugh, I didn't know he was one of the Winglies. Dude, there's like one race in this world with white hair all the time, and you saw Meru and the entire Wingly race with white hair. How did you not figure that out? Rose! Hey, wake up! Rose, come on! Rockabye Rosie on the cliff top. Can you tell me who I am? I forgot, I hit my head.
I thought you were dead.
What?
Don't worry, I'm carrying out your will. We took this world back together. I won't let them ruin it. Virage, embryo, the moon, with black power.
Dart isn't the smartest one around. Half his dialogue is just repeating what the last person says. Or he just says what all the time. You are correct. Yep. That's why I thought a brainless kind of affectation was pretty suited for him. Pretty suited for him. I liked it. Black power? Are you talking about the black monster? He's not the sharpest sword in the rack. Stay here. Oh, no, I want to give Dart's father a stupid voice for fun.
Stay here!
He doesn't have much dialogue. I feel like this is humorous for me.
Take care of Dart! Your father is a strong person. You have that strength in you, so you can wait here by yourself, okay?
Where are you going? My voice hasn't changed since I was 9 years old.
I'm going back to the village to fight.
Really?
I'll protect your hometown with your father. Live strong.
Isn't that the label for the Armstrong bands or whatever that everyone was wearing? like 20 years ago. Do you remember those, Redeye? It was the like those weird rubber bands, or not rubber, silicone bands, and they had like slogans imprinted in them. Mom? Dad? Oh no! What's this? This is my dad's important shiny stone. Mom, Dad, are you still alive? Count 108 years, and when the moon that never sets glares red, the Moonchild descends to the earth, and shall give a holy blessing to the world. Fester said, what really appears is not the Moonchild, but the Black Monster. What kind of relationship exists between the Black Monster who destroys all and the Moonchild who blesses the world? Rose, what do you know about this? Like Dart, Rose. Finally, I found you guys. I know you fell straight down the cliff, but it took forever. Oh boy, Rose, she passed out. Move away, I'll carry Rose first. Ugh, why does she have so much armor and such meaty thighs? She wears 900 pounds. There we go. Darn! Darn! I'm totally beaten. Even though I should have said I'm beat, but whatever.
It's my fault letting him go. I apologize for it.
It's not your fault, Rose. Nobody knew he was a wingly who can use magic. Don't worry. Oh, no, wrong one. Don't worry. We'll find out where he went. I agree. Lloyd's objectives are still the Divine Moon objects. Miranda, there is no need for you to hide it. Tell us about the Divine Moon object in Mil Ciso. It's not like you, Miranda. Don't hesitate. I know you've only been with us for 3 hours, but don't do it. We know you better than this. Miranda says, I guess there is no choice but to tell everything. The Divine Moon objects are said to be brought by winglies, and it is said that they have a dreadful magic power concealed within. That is the reason why they were never allowed to be taken outside. Our national treasure has been kept a close secret. It is called the Moon Mirror. The successive zones have been the keys to opening the seal. Oh, it cannot be! Queen Teresa is in danger! I think I have to go out the bottom one to the right? I don't fully remember. Excuse me. Oh, I know that this is an RPG, heavily story driven, but oh man. Oh. Sometimes my poor throat wishes that it was not quite so dialogical. If I was healthy, this would be way fun, but because of the cough and the sore throat, it becomes quite the struggle to keep up with my silly voices. I get that. My mouth gets so dry from the voices when I play. Yeah. The rapid fire switching is hard too. It is fun, it's just difficult. I don't know about you, but do you find the timing for Moonstrike feels clunky? I don't know why, but the additions in it always feel disjointed as opposed to most of the other additions in the game. Okay, good. Good. And I don't know if it's because of the way the character moves or if it's just the abruptness of the timing, but it feels so disjointed, like there's no flow between the motions. I went the wrong way. I'm a little scared in this area because I haven't been able to save for a while, and with all of these loading zones and the track record of my games and system right now, I'm concerned it'll load up or try to load up and then just stop loading again before I can save and try and fix things. Multiple loading zones in the same area is a scary thing for me. Yeah. And yesterday was actually not that bad because thankfully we were able to reset early on. What the heck? Ah. I should have just gone Dragoon to clear that. All I can say is at least yesterday was cleared up quickly as opposed to all that work I had to do after the water dragon fight. Thankfully, it wasn't too bad, but it was still kind of a pain having to redo it the 5 or 6 times before I succeeded. There is one game that I think, if I ever decide to play it on stream, and I don't know that I will, but it's Final Fantasy 12. And if I ever decide to play that on stream, I think I will probably play it using an emulator instead of direct from the game disc, because I absolutely hate the camera controls. They are just awful. I don't know if you've ever played it, but the camera controls are reversed. And there's no option to change it back in the menu. Like, you can't just alter the system settings for it. It's so frustrating. Yeah. I don't think I've ever beaten it for that reason. It had some interesting mechanics, and it was cool being in Redeyeddragoon, but it was frustrating, man. So the only way I can actually, like, play it and enjoy it is if I emulate it so that I can inverse the camera controls on the controller itself. I don't know if they changed that or fixed that in re-releases, like on the PlayStation Store, but I picked it up one time from HMV. I don't know if you had those stores where you are, but up where I am, that was a pretty common like music store selling CDs and things, and they also had a game section. So when they were going out of business, they were selling a bunch of their games for dirt cheap. I picked it up for, I think, $5. Because they were just trying to clear their inventory out. And it is cool. I do like it. I just hate the camera control. Hastings, gotcha. I imagine very similar though, like same thing. Yeah. Actually, Redeye, you... I'm not wrong. You stream as well, right? I feel like I have not done this in a while, but I appreciate your company. So just in case anybody is watching this later, Redeyeddragoon Dart, there is shout out. There we go. All right. I think you're the only one here right now, so I'm not too concerned about being big on that. But if anybody's watching in the aftermath, like if they're catching it on Twitch, I feel like I need to give you shoutouts more often for being here. And I'm sorry that I keep forgetting to. There's a lot of people that I want to shout out when they come in because they stream and I appreciate their company. But I just totally forget. I need to set up bots and things to do that for me more often. There's a lot of... yeah. There's a lot of things that I want to get set up for stream, and I just haven't yet. Wow. That was a big buzz. I don't know why it buzzed. No problem. Like I said, I appreciate you being here. I want to do that a lot more often and for a lot more people. But the big issue for me is I totally forget I have that power. And then when I do remember that I have the ability to give shoutouts, there's that weird timer on it that you can only do it once every couple of minutes. Which seems weird to me. I don't know why they'd limit that. But yeah. So if I forget about it, I'm sorry. I will try and do it more often. Okay, no entry. I want to save right now that we're out. Dang it. Stop it. Stop it. Why are you doing this, controller? Okay, 1 second. We're going to save, and then I'm going to mess with the connection. I haven't gotten into the technical side of Twitch. I just stream through my Xbox or PlayStation. That is fair as well. 1 second, I got to plug my controller back in. I'm going to unplug and replug. I know a lot of people stream through their systems. I just don't have one that can do that, I don't think. Up there. Okay, there we go. Scroll back. Ow! No. Okay, hopefully that works better. I have unplugged and untangled some cords. Okay, we're good. I know a lot of people broadcast from their PS5. But I don't have the newest stuff. Like, the only Xbox I have is the 360. And I have a PS4, but I don't know that that one's supported to stream on Twitch anymore. I think at one time it might have been, but I don't know if it is. I wonder where Sister Miranda and the other people are, and if they're safe. To make sure of that, we, the Sacred Knighthood, are going to act as reinforcements. Don't worry, there's no way our Sister Miranda can lose. Yes, indeed, we cannot imagine her losing. But I cannot imagine that the giant dragon will lose either. I used a PS4 and a first-gen Xbox One. Okay, so the 360 probably can't. But, I'll look into maybe getting the PS4 to do it. If you say the PS4 can, then I will believe you. Although I'm not really sure that I need to. That's what I have the capture card for. Please don't say such an ill-omened thing. I'm sorry. Sister Miranda, Dart, and company are legendary dragoons. We might not be needed. In fact, we'll probably be in the way. Dragoons? They're mere humans anyway. Who is it? Humans don't need to know my name. I gave these guys a silly accent and I don't remember what it was anymore. Oh no, are you a wingly? Yes, I am. We were the rulers of you humans in ancient Endinus. And now I am your executioner. Oh my god. I'll at least give them a weird DeVito or Travolta accent. This is what you asked for. This is the great battle of liberation, and your scream is its overture. You conceited humans, go to hell. The conceited one is you. Oh, you are Mr. Lloyd. You are so easily overtaken. You blocked the magic power. Who are you? I don't need to answer you. Watch your mouth! Mr. Lloyd! I won't let anybody hinder the liberation of winglings, even though we sequestered ourselves. I'll annihilate all humans. Liberation of winglies? You're so old-fashioned. A world without humans, it won't be any different from the forest you're cooped up in. I've made many sacrifices for my ideals. But your ideals cannot be achieved unless you annihilate everything. Of course! My grudge, my hatred, I will settle them with all the human lives. You should not be alive. I won't die alone. Mr. Lloyd. I went out of my way. Oh, you're wounded. Please let us treat you at the castle. Yes, at the castle. Okay, I gotta find my way to Neat before we head to the castle. You said it's on the east side of the forest. But if I go through here, I kind of get locked off. Maybe I'll go around the middle of that concentric ring hill? Because I think to the north is the Forest of the Winglies from this screen. But I do not recall precisely. Oop, that was wrong. That's going to take a lot of getting used to. I feel like I haven't been counterattacked in quite a while. Alright, so no, it's not there. This is the Forest of the Winglies, or the entrance to it. And this doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, maybe that side. I didn't go that way last time. The only reason I need to get there is for the single Stardust that I'm missing. Yeah, okay, good. I do feel kind of bad. We still have the painting of Lavitz in our inventory, and I wanted to give it to his mother. But I missed my opportunity, so I don't know if I can actually give it on, like, disc 4. I'm kind of tempted to also save up to get the, that special accessory that halves all damage. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of tempted to save up for it, but I know that once I beat Faust, I will be able to get one from him. Tragic Village of Meat. I should have saved. Oh well. Now, if I remember correctly, there should be... one in a lamppost? Where's this? My Kazas, Queen Fury, Fueno... Neat, there we go. On a lamppost near the entrance, okay. Is the Legend Cast the one that... the helmet that reduces magic damage by half? I'm pretty sure it's the same cost of 10,000 for it. I do remember that I can't use Kongol for that fight because of how low his magic defense is. Yeah. I think after today's stream, I might spend a little bit of time probably leveling up Meru. Because, if I remember correctly, her magic defense is the highest. Like, just naturally highest. Rose has 103, Meru has 121. And her final edition, I think, does 600% damage. So that'll be pretty nice. Her magic defense is 156, though. But the attack is not going to be very good. Yeah, I might spend some time leveling Meru. I know that as far as secret bosses go, he is one, and he is kind of like the ultimate extra challenge of the game. So, he is going to require preparation. Do I fight him on disc 3 or disc 4? I think it's disc 4. Because I need to get through some other zones to get the last of the 50 Stardust, and those are on disc 4. Yeah. And I know there's a way to move around the world map a little faster on disc 4. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't remember what that method is, but I'm pretty sure there is a way to do so. So I'll be able to backtrack to pick up all of those stronger items if I need them. Ah! I'm thinking I might also, again off stream, but I might also spend a little bit of time grinding for sachets at Home of Gigantos, and then use them for the, I think it's the Red Bird rare enemy that drops 1,000 gold every fight, because that'll make earning gil a lot easier. Or earning gold a lot easier, and I need a lot of gold. Yeah. I've forgotten which one, unfortunately. But it shouldn't be too bad, and since I need to... Wow, I just missed the first strike. Since I do need to grind out additions anyway, let's It'll just be a convenient time to do it. Hold on. There we go. There is a rainbow bird, but that just gives you 3,000 XP per fight. Yeah, and don't the Triceratops enemies on the moon give you like 4,000 per fight? And they're just common enemies? I think it's something like that. Like they're very plentiful up there, as far as I remember. I'm gonna save while I have the opportunity, just in case. Because we did make progress there. Evergreen first. Yeah. I know they give like a ridiculous amount of XP. But they are endgame enemies, so it's a little more difficult to get there. It's not exactly something you can take advantage of to get stronger early on. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that's the wrong way. I know I need to get back to Denigrad, but I'm a little lost in the forest again like a dum-dum. But at that point, you only have 2 party members. Really? Huh. Eh. Oh! I always get caught with that counter. I need to be ready for that. For whatever reason, Albert has not been getting countered a heck of a lot. And Kongol never gets countered because his additions are so slow. They only have so many hits. So I am never on guard for counters anymore. This way, yes? Yes. Alright. And then I think I have to go this way. Because if I go on the far left, that takes me back to the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. And I don't need to be there. The name does make a lot more sense with all the dragon corpses there, though. I can kind of see why the Divine Dragon would be pissed if he was captured there for 10,000 years in what is essentially a graveyard. I'd be a little upset too. Can't say that would be a fun place to be. I get pissed being trapped in my room for a week at a time. Hooray! I do find it hilarious that he shoved his sword so far inside the enemy he has to kick it out with his foot. I'ma shove this sword so far up your butt. And one more screen, I think, till we're out. Yeah, here we go. Oh, another cutscene. Sister Miranda! Miranda says, "Oh, Commander of Knights, we were successful defeating the Divine Dragon and... What happened to you? You are injured." Queen Teresa! Queen Teresa was abducted! What did you say? By who? A man called Lloyd. We are too late. Anna says, what were you doing? Do you know where he took her? Well, Sister Wink might know something. Miranda asks, my sisters are safe, aren't they? Everyone is waiting for the group to come back to the Crystal Palace. Oh. Alright. I think this is going to be a stopping point for me today. It's only about 20 minutes early, so that's not bad. But my throat is getting way too sore to keep talking for today. So thank you for hanging out. I appreciate everybody that came to stop in. Redeye, I appreciate you being here. And especially for your help in the missed items and stuff. You are quite a helpful reserve of knowledge, and I appreciate your company. That said, I will probably try and be on again tomorrow, but a little later in the day again. Just because, since Nat's not here to stream, I'm trying to fill the gap for our usual friends, and try out a new time slot as I'm able. So if you're able, that would be wonderful to have you, and if not, I hope you have an excellent day. So thank you again, and I will catch you next time. And here's the stop stream button. There we go.